Hello students, my name is Shayan Mitra. Hello students, my name is Shayan Mitra. I am the faculty member of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. Today I am going to take in the class of signal system, and today's topic is Z transform. Basically mathematical problem on Z transform. And in the previous three lectures we have discussed about the Z transform, or the significance and insignificance of using, or I would say disadvantages and advantages of using Z transform. Rate transform is basically used in discrete time signal. In case of discrete time signal, we have defined the region of convergence, and we have discussed about the properties of Z transform and inverse Z transform also. So after discussing all those points about the Z transform, we are going to discuss about the mathematical problems on. We'll going to solve few mathematical problems on Z transform. Okay, so let's begin with our lecture, and as you know, the subject code is EC303, and this is the lecture number 26. Okay, so let's begin with our lecture. So let's begin with the first problem, which is example 10.1. The problem here is, consider the signal x of n is equal to alpha to the power n un. Then equation, we know that Z transform is alpha to the power n un z to the minus n. It will be written here as this. For convergence of x of z, we require that this value should be less than infinite. Consequently, the region of convergence is the range of values of z for which a z to the minus 1 is less than 1, or equivalently mod z is greater than mod a. So then x of z is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to infinite a into z to the minus 1 whole to the power n, which is equal to 1 by 1 minus a z to the minus 1 is equal to z by z minus a, mod z greater than mod a. Thus the z transform for this signal is well defined for any value of a with an ROC determined by the magnitude of a according to equation 10.9. For example, for a is equal to 1, x of n is the unit step sequence with z transform. X of z is equal to 1 by 1 minus z inverse 1. We see the z transform in equation. This is a rational function. Consequently, just as with rational Laplace transform, the z transform can be characterized by its zeros, the roots of the numerator polynomial, and its poles, the roots of the denominator polynomial. For this example, there is a 1 0 at z is equal to 0 and one pole at z is equal to a. The pole 0 plot and the region of convergence, for example, are shown here for a value of a between 0 to a. For mod a greater than 1, the ROC does not include the unit circle, consistent with the fact that for these values of a, the Fourier transform of a to the power n un does not converge. Okay, so it looks like this in area. The pole 0 plot and region of convergence, for example, for value of a in between 0 to a. So it looks like this is the region of convergence for this specific function. Okay, so let's continue with another example. Now let x of n is equal to minus a to the power n un minus n minus 1. Then x of z is equal to minus summation of n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity a to the power n un minus n minus 1 z to the power minus n, which is equal to minus summation of n is equal to minus infinity to minus 1 into a to the power n into z to the minus n, which is equal to minus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity a to the power minus n z to the power n is equal to 1 minus summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity a to the power minus 1 z whole to the power n. If a to the power minus 1 z less than 1 or equivalently mod z less than mod a, the sum in equation 10.10 converges at x of z is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 minus a to the power minus 1 z is equal to 1 by 1 minus a into z to the minus 1 is equal to z by z minus a. The pole 0 plot and the region of convergence for this example are shown here. Okay, so this is the example. The pole 0 plot, region of convergence. This is the region of convergence. Now comparing equation these two and figures of this and the previous one, we see that all the algebraic expression for x of z and the corresponding pole 0 plot are identical in examples 10.1 and 10.2, and the z transform differ only in their regions of convergence. Thus, as with the Laplace transform, specification of the z transform requires both the algebraic expression and the region of convergence. Also, in both examples, the sequences were exponentials and the resulting z transforms were rational. In fact, as further suggested by the following examples, x of z will be rational whenever x of n is linear combination of real or complex exponential. Okay. So another example, let's go through that. Let us consider a signal that is sum of two real exponential. Okay, x of n is equal to 7 1 by 3 whole to the power n un minus 6 half whole to the power n un. The z transform is then x of z, which is equal to plus infinity to minus infinity 7 1 by 3 whole to the power n un minus 6 whole to the power half to the power n un z to the power minus n. 7 summation of n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity 1 by 3 whole to the power n un z to the minus n minus 6 summation of n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity half to the power n un z to the minus n. 7 0 to infinity 1 by 3 z to the minus n whole to the power n minus 6 0 to infinity half into z to the minus n whole to the power n. 7 by 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1 minus 6 by 1 minus half z to the minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 3 by 2 z to the minus 1. 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1 into 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1. Z into z minus 3 by 2 by z minus 1 by 3 into z by z minus half. For convergence of x of z, both sums in equation must converge, which requires that both 1 by 3 z to the minus 1 tends less than 1 and half z to the minus 1 less than 1, or equivalently mod z greater than 1 by 3 and mod z greater than 1 by half. Thus the region of convergence is mod z half. The z transform for this example can also be obtained using the results of example 10.1. Specifically from the definition of the z transform equation, we see that the z transform is linear. That is, if x of n is the sum of two terms, then x of z will be the sum of the z transform of the individual terms and will converge when both z transform converge. 1 by 3 whole to the power n un z transform will be 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1 mod z 1 by greater than 1 by 3 is the region of convergence, and this value half to the power n un z transform will be 1 by 1 minus half z to the minus 1 mod z greater than half. Consequently, 7 into 1 by 3 whole to the power un minus 6 whole to the half n un mod z transform will be 7 by 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1 minus 6 by 1 minus half z to the minus 1 mod z greater than half. As we determined before, the pole 0 plot and ROC for the z transform of each of the individual terms for the combined signal are shown in figure, this individual figure. This value z plane and this is the value. Okay, the pole 0 plot and the region of convergence for the individual terms, and the sum in example this. Now let's go through another example. Let us consider the signal x of n which is equal to 1 by 3 whole to the power n sin pi by 4 n un 1 by 2j 1 by 3 e to the power j pi by 4 whole to the power n un minus 1 by 2j into 1 by 3 to the power minus j pi by 4 whole to the power n un. The z transform of this signal is x of z summation of n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity 1 by 2j into 1 by 3 to the power j pi by 4 whole to the power n un minus 1 by 2j 1 by 3 to the minus j pi by 4 whole to the power n un z to the minus n is equal to 1 by 2j summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 3 to the power j pi by 4 z to the power minus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 by 2j summation of n is equal to infinity 1 by 3 e to the power minus j pi by 4 z to the minus 1 whole to the power n is equal to 1 by 2j into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 to the power j pi by 4 z to the minus 1 minus 1 by 2j 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 to the minus j pi by 4 z to the minus 1 or equivalently it could be rewritten here as x of z in this function or this order. For convergence of x of z, both sums in this equation must converge, which requires that 1 by 3 this part 1 by 3 to the power j pi by 4 z to the minus 1 is less than 1. If this value is less than 1, then and 1 by 3 e to the minus j pi by 4 this part and this part need to be less than 1. If these two parts are less than 1 or equivalently mod z greater than 1 by 3. Okay, if mod z is greater than 1 by 3, the pole 0 plot and ROC of this example is shown in here as this pole 0 plot ROC. In each of the preceding 4 example, we express the z transform both as a ratio of polynomials in z and as a ratio of polynomials in z to the z inverse 1. From the definition of z transform as given here, we see that for sequence sequences which are 0 for n less than 0, x of z involves only negative powers of z. Thus, for this class of signals, it is particularly convenient for x of z to be expressed in terms of polynomials in z inverse minus 1 rather than z. And when appropriate, we will use the form of our discussion. However, reference to the poles and zeros is always in terms of the roots of the numerator and denominator expresses polynomials in z. Also, it is sometimes convenient to refer to as x of z, written as a ratio of polynomials in z, and as having poles at infinity if the charge degree of the numerator exceeds the degree of the denominator, or zeros at infinity if the numerator is of smaller degree than the denominator. Okay, so now let's go through few more examples of region of convergence. Okay, so we'll go through. Okay, this is the first example with the property that consider the unit impulse signal del n, its z transform will be 1, as we know that, with an ROC consisting of the entire z plane. It's very much similar to the S plane, including z is equal to 0 and z is equal to infinity. On the other hand, consider the delayed unit impulse del of n minus 1, which will get z to the minus 1, right? And thus this z transform is well defined except at z is equal to 0, where there is a pole. Thus the ROC consists of the entire z plane, including z is equal to infinite, but excluding z is equal to 0. Similarly, consider an impulse advanced in time, namely del of n minus plus 1. In this case, del of n plus 1, z transform del of n plus 1 will be z, which is well defined for all finite values of z. Thus, the ROC consists of the entire finite z plane, including z is equal to 0, but there is a pole at infinity. The justification for this property follows in a manner identical to the property 4. So, let's go through another examples also. Let's go through this example. Consider the signal x of n is equal to alpha to the power n, and the condition are value of small n will be in between 0 to n minus 1 and a greater than 0 or 0 otherwise. Then x of z is equal to summation of 0 to capital N minus 1 a to the power n z to the minus 1 is equal to 0 to n capital N minus 1 8 into z to the minus 1 whole to the power n, and which is 1 minus a into z to the minus 1 whole to the power capital N by 1 minus a into z to the minus 1, which is equal to 1 by z to the n minus 1 into z to the power n minus a to the power n by z minus a. Since x of n is of the finite length, it follows from property 3 that the ROC includes the entire z plane except possibly the origin and or infinity. In fact, from our discussion of property 3, since x of n is 0 for n less than 0, the ROC will extend to infinity. However, since x of n is non-zero for some positive values of n, and the ROC will not include the origin. This is evident from equation from which we see that there is a pole of order n is equal n minus 1 at z is equal to 0. Then n roots of the numerator polynomial are at z suffix k is equal to a e to the power j 2 pi k by n. The root for k is equal to 0 cancels the pole at z is equal to a. Consequently, there are no poles other than the origin. The remaining zeros are at z suffix k is equal to a e to the power j 2 pi k by n. The pole 0 pattern is shown in this figure, n minus 1 order pole and unit circle z plane. Pole 0 pattern, for example, this example 10.7, x of n b to the power mod n. This two-sided sequence is illustrated here, but both b less than 1 and b greater than 1. The z transform for the sequence can be obtained by expressing it as the sum of right-sided and left-sided sequence. We have x of n is equal to b to the power n un plus b to the power minus n u minus n minus 1. For example, b to the power n un, z transform is equal to 1 by 1 minus b z to the minus 1 mod z greater than b. For from example 10.2, b to the power minus n u into minus n minus 1 is z transform minus 1 by 1 minus b to the minus 1 z to the minus 1 mod z less than 1 by b. X of n b to the power mod n will be in between 0 to 1, and x of n is equal to b to the power mod n. 1 second. Okay, so as we are discussing that This example x of b to the power mod n, which is equal to b less than greater than 0. This two-sided sequence is illustrated in figure 10.10 for both b less than 1 and b greater than 1. The z transform for the sequence can be obtained by expressing it as the sum of right side and left sided sequence we have. Now x of n is equal to b to the power n un plus b to the power minus n u into u minus n minus n minus 1. For example, b to the power n un, z transform is 1 by 1 minus b into z inverse 1 mod z greater than b. And from example 10.2, b to the power minus n into u of minus n minus 1, z transform of minus 1 by 1 minus b to the power minus 1 z to the power minus 1 mod z less than 1 by b. X of n is equal to b to the b to the power mod n in between 0 to b value will be 0 in between 0 and 1. The sequence x of n is equal to b to the power mod n for 0 and 1, and for b greater than 1 this value will be related, and for b is equal to 0.95, b is equal to 1.05, and this value is show that pole 0 pattern of RS0 for equation, and for values of b greater than 1 and 0 in between 0 to 1 for beta greater than 1 there is no common ROC, and thus the sequence will not have Z transform even though the right side and left sided components do individually. For b less than 1 the ROC is in equation 10.10 10.34 overlap, thus the Z transform for the composite sequence is x of z is equal to 1 by 1 minus b into z to the power minus 1 minus 1 by 1 minus b to the power b to the power minus 1 z to the power minus 1, and mod z is greater than b and less than 1 by b. Or equivalently, x of z can be rewritten here as is equal to b square minus 1 by beta into z by z into z by z minus 1 into z minus b inverse 1, and mod z is greater than b and less than 1 by b. The corresponding pole 0 pattern of ROC are shown in this, and these values are here that we have already discussed about. This is the unit circle. And pole 0 plots are also, for example, this. Okay, we have already know that b is equal to greater than b less than 1, all those other. So if you take a close look here for the picture here, this this picture A is showing the b greater than 1. Now as the b value of b is greater than 1, so this is the unit circle. After that, this is the region of convergence for the b greater than 1 value. Okay, and the equation 1 for b greater than 1 we get this value 1 by b, and for E we got that pole 0 plot and ROC for equation with 0. B value of b is in between 0 to 1 for b greater than 1, and the Z transform of x of n is equation does not have converse for any value of z. Okay, so let's go to another example also. Now suppose let us consider all the possible ROCs that can be connected with the function x of z is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1 into 1 minus 2 into z to the minus 1. The associated pole 0 pattern is shown here. Based on our discussion in this section, there are three possible ROCs that can be associated with this algebraic expression for the z transform. These ROCs are indicated in there. Each corresponds to a different sequence, is associated with the right side sequence. With the left side sequence, the figure with the two side sequence, the since figure that was the only for which the ROC includes unit circle. The sequence corresponding to this choice ROC is the only one of the three for which the Fourier transform converges. This is the unit circle. The three possible ROCs that can be connected with the expression for the Z transform in example 10.8, pole 0 pattern for xz or pole 0 pattern for ROC if x of n is right sided. The pole 0 pattern and the ROC if sided, the pole 0 pattern and ROC if x of n is two sided. In each case, the 0 at the origin is second order 0. Okay. Okay, so let's go through few examples of inverse Z transform. First example as this. This is the problem. There are two poles, one at z is equal to 1 by 3 here, another is z is equal to 1 by 4. That lies outside the outermost pole. The ROC lies outside the outermost pole. That ROC consists of all points with magnitude greater than that of the pole with the larger magnitude. Namely, the pole at z is equal to 1 by 3. From property 4 in section 10.2, we then know that the inverse transform is a right-sided sequence. As described in the appendix, x of z can be expanded by the method of partial fraction. For this example, the partial fraction expansion expressed in expressed in polynomials in z to the minus 1 is x of z is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 z to the minus 1 plus 2 by 1 minus 1 by 3 z to the minus 1. Thus, x of n is the sum of two terms, once with z transform and the other with z transform this. In order to determine the inverse z transform of each of these individual terms, we must specify the ROC associated with the each since the ROC for x of z is outside the outermost pole, the ROC for each individual term in equation must also be outside the pole associated with the term. That is, ROC for each term consists of all points with magnitude greater than the magnitude of the corresponding pole. Thus, x of n can be written as x of n plus x of 2n, which can be z transformed as this and this. So we can identify the by inspection. The x of 1, the real value of x of 1 is 1 by 4 whole to the power n un, and x of 2n is equal to 2 into 1 by 3 whole to the power n un, and x of n is looks like this. So let's go through another example. Suppose this is the example, this is x of 1, z transform is 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 z to the minus 1. It's easily understandable is this, so signal remains same and we can easily identify the value. So if we go through this another example, now consider the x of n equation 4 to 10.42 means in this examples this value. Okay, so if we consider again this value with few examples, but now with ROC mod z less than 1 by 4. In this case, the ROC is inside both poles. The points in the ROC all have magnitude smaller than either of the poles at z is equal to 1 by 3 or z is equal to 1 by 4. Consequently, the ROC for each term in the partial fraction expansion must also lie inside the corresponding pole. As a result, the z transform pair for x of 1n is given by x of 1 z transform 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 z to the minus 1, while the z transform pair for x of 2n is given by equation 10 by 15. Applying the result of example 10.2 equation 10.54, we find that x of 1n is equal to minus 1 by 4 whole to the power n u of n minus n minus 1, so that x of n is equal to minus 1 by 4 whole to the power n un minus n minus 1 minus 2 whole 1 by 3 whole to the power n u of n minus n minus 1. The foregoing examples illustrate the basic procedure of using partial fraction expansion to determine inverse z transform. As with the corresponding method for the Laplace transform, the procedure relies on expressing the z transform as a linear combination of simple terms. The inverse transform of each term can then be obtained by inspection. In particular, suppose that the partial fraction expansion x of z is of the form this. So the inverse transform of x of z equals the sum of the inverse transform of the individual terms in the equation. If the ROC of x of z is outside the pole at z is equal to a, the inverse transform of the corresponding term in equation. On the other hand, if the ROC of x of z is inside the pole at z is equal to ai, the inverse transform of the term is this. In general, the partial fraction expansion of the rational transform may include terms in addition to the first order terms. In section 10, we list a number of other z transform pairs that can be used in conjugation with the z transform properties to be developed in another section. Now consider the z transform here. From the power series definition, we can rewrite here x on this. So it can be written here for del n plus 2 del n plus 3 del n minus 1. Comparing this equation, we see that different powers of z serves as placeholders for sequence values at different points in time. If we simply use the transform pair del of n plus n0 is z transform is z of z to the power n0, we can immediately pass from equation this and vice versa. Consider this value. If we go through the division method, we will get the specific answer, and same will go for this. This is a very important question. X of we get x of z is this. So go through that. We know that mod z greater than mod a or equal to a z to the minus 1 less than 1. So go through it, we'll get this answer. Okay, so with this example, we are going to conclude our today's lecture, and this is how we end our z transform. So in the next lecture, we're going to discuss about the Laplace transform. Okay, so thank you.